Bonde mana egemente kene kwa mon. Eso na ndị me video solo na ọbịbịa Donald Trump na-abịa na Nigeria na obi ihe ọma ka ọ ha eme ihe niile ha meta wee dịka ha mee gịnị ka ha hụla anyị ọnụ wee si anyị na onye ọbụla zọba onwe anyị. Unu mana mgbe Donald Trump bịa kwuba okwu bịa mewe video bịa imago mewe things ọ dịka oyi enwe isi ọ dịka oyi enwe isi a na-ekwu ka anyị ekwu since Tinubu na ndị be nwunye na ndị otu ya ma ndị ọgụ ya ma ndị ikwu na ibe ejecha jee America wee nata kemgbe ahụ everything mee gịnị dịka onye ụkọ ọkụ ndị a wee mezie gịnị increase in their capacity and in their number has ye making. Ọ bụrụ na ihe adịsi mmanụ kwuru na this video bụ eziokwu ịma definitely we are still on our own, which is that thing anyị ka na-ekwu mbụ ka anyị ka na-ekwukwa ọzọ. Ịbụrụ nwoke ịbụrụ nwaanyị chekwaba onwe gị, defend you onwe gị, because na nwere onye na-akwadebe anyela anyị aka na Nigeria. No mata ihe ọbụla ndị ọcha sịkwa na ha bụ na ha nwee nke ọbụla na nwee nke ọzọ, ọgwụ a maka ime ụlọ be gị, ọgwụ a ma ụzọ apịam wee dị na be gị, ọgwụ a ma ụzọ wele dị na be gị, gụnwa maka ihe esi wee chekwa onwe gị. Ịghọtago, anyị ka na-ekwu ya na-ekwusa ike wee na-asị onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo ka deji na-asị ya na ọ na-eme na Maiduguri tata, na ọ na-eme na Oyo steeti echi, na ọ na-eme na Ekiti steeti nwanne nchi. So biko na ịbụrụ onye Igbo ka gbakwa na-arụ kee nkwụcha ma nwee gịnị ma defend ya onwe gị. The most important thing dị na ihe na-eme is that na ịma na ndị Igbo na-atanere sị na ebulu ozu onye ọzọ n'isi ọ dịka ebu okwu nkụ. Bere rice na-atọ ụtọ mana mgbe esiele ya na be gị ka ya ma na agụ anara agụ onye niile mgbe ọbụla. Ịghọtaghị ihe anyị na-ekwu ihe. So biko ọ bụ na ihe a this guy kwuru na this video bụ eziokwu na America akwadoghị inyere anyị aka, Emmanuel agwọ nọ n'akịrịka. Ịghọtago, ọ ka mma na ha sị na ha na-abịa enyere Nigerian Christians aka. At least by now anyị ekwesịghị inwe a lot of things bụ ha mere eme bụkwa nke bụ ine anyị si yes na America fọ nka na ha yebe mana kwuo enu kwuo ana. Since ha gosiri na ha nwee boot on ground na ha nwee men on ground, apụtara nsị m na those men batakwa na ọbụkwa na ha na-abata ibe me combat mana ha nwee ike na-enye vital information. Mana due to na America abụrụ obodo colonize Nigeria, there are some ways to do things. Yotago Donald Trump invade Nigeria, Emmanuel war ka ọ na-achọzi mana everything in ha sị na ha na-eme ya in accordance and collaboration with the Nigerian government. Una na-aghọta, achọrọ m ka unu get this pastor onu mana this pastor mgbe asị na ya eme ya arrest mgbe gara aga ọ pụtakwuchi okwu asị na ya eme ya arrest. At the end of the day that thing ochie warning ya bụ intellectual report o nweta bụkwa na nke bịa mezue na mmezu. So biko ebe ọbụla onye nọ kabarụ defend ya onwe gị. Ihe na anyị na-ekwu na ebe ọbụka na anyị na-ekwuli aka anyị wee tie onye ọbụla ụjọ n'ahụ mana na gịnị mee a na-amanụ ọkwa mmiri n'oge tupu ya bụ mmiri ebido zobe. Mana ihe na-enwe m iwe bụ na ndị Igbo anara agba ọsọ mmiri n'oge. Biko ebe ọbụla na-anụ unu anyị na-agwala ụmụ nwanne gị sị ihe ebe ọbụla onye nọ na chekwawa onwe ya, tii fonu gị ọnụ mgbe ọbụla akpọrọ gị ka enweta gị so that ka ọ bụ na ọgụ ya zọpụta ndị ọzọ mgbe ogelu. Ekenekwa m unu ka ọ dịkwanụ.
Stop calling on President Donald Trump to come and save you, Nigerians. President Donald Trump will not come and save you. Yeah. We have President Donald Trump is not your president. He's not the one that is elected or stolen the mandate whatsoever. He's not the one that is in Aso Rock. He holds you no responsibility whatsoever. Stop calling on President Donald Trump to come and help you. I love the man. President Donald Trump, I love him. A man at his age, 80 years old, fantastically doing well. I like his policies. I like how he behaves. I have no problem against him. But you must understand that Trump is a nationalist. America comes first for him. No matter how much he hates what is happening in Nigeria, he dislikes the persecutions, he dislikes all those things. But if you make him a deal that will benefit America, he will take that deal. As far as Trump is concerned, MAGA, make America great again. That is his mantra. That is what he's after. Whatever will add to the economy of America, whatever will benefit the people of America is what Trump is after. If at this time You cannot begin to organize yourselves for self-defense. You are in trouble. I keep saying this thing. Sometimes I just wonder if these people don't understand. When I see these attacks these days, I feel so angry. I'm not even mad. I'm not even angry at the assailants anymore, at the Fulani terrorists anymore. I'm angry at the people. How will somebody do? They do it faster, they do it second, they do it every single day. They keep doing this. And yet you are waiting for Trump to come and save you. No, he will not come and save you. Information reaching me is that they made America a good deal. There are some things they have made, deals they have made with America, and that's why you found out that the momentum dropped. Unlike last year, remember what it was like last year, November, December. Now the momentum has dropped greatly because Tinubu has gone there with his fellow criminals, with his hoodlums, to go and lobby them, make them good deals, good deals that profit the American government. And what do you expect the man to do? To turn it away? Simply because he wants to help you? No, he wouldn't do that. He holds you no responsibility whatsoever. You have the service chief, you have the president that is supposed to be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And then there are people that are in captivity for almost 80 days now. School children in Oyo there are dead. Right inside Oyo State. They are dead. They didn't take them out of Oyo State. Right inside Oyo State. To this time, they've not been able to rescue them. Stop wasting your time. If you don't take your destiny in your hands now and begin to organize yourself in local groups. I made a post that some people say, hey, when will they get the weapon? No problem. Wait there so that until the day they come to meet you. It seems as if what I see you don't see. It seems as if as much as I try to educate people, I come online and I keep shouting and ranting. It seems as if most of you don't understand that what you are seeing right now is far less than what is to come. What you are seeing right now is a child's play to what is to come. You don't know. You don't know. So if it is Trump you're waiting for to come and defend you, you will die and die for nothing. God knows it will never come to it will not come to me, or you will not come and attack my church. Why we'll kill each other there. We will die together there. You will not eliminate my members and go stuffing. No, it will not happen. I will do everything possible to protect my own. If you not come, if those people from each communities, you cannot begin to, those of you that are abroad and in different places in Nigeria that God has blessed, if you cannot begin to have home meeting, town meeting, community meetings, and begin to strategize ways for protecting yourself, especially in the middlemen, Benue, Kaduna, Jos, Taraba, and those communities, you waste your time, you waste your lives. Stop calling on Trump. I thank Reverend Ezekiel Dochomo, a man compassionate, a man that is burdened with the affairs of the nation, and every time he's always calling on Trump. Sir, President Trump will not help you, sir. Change the mantra for calling on Trump and begin to encourage the people in. Does it not bother you, Reverend Ezekiel, that every single time you are conducting barrier? Have you not been able to tell the people to arm themselves? You not be able to, all those guys, look at them in the video. All of them are there, they are classroom club, and I look at them. These people could be the next victims. So, do you not tell them these things? That they could be the next victims. Just that they could be the next victims. Stop calling on America. Every time you are in the grave, you are conducting men's better, you are calling on Trump to come and help you. How about those people tell them to go arm themselves? And I learned that some people say whenever they arm themselves, that the army will come and begin to disarm them. How many times have I told you that anybody that is disarming you is the same thing as your enemy? Treat him, give him the same treatment as you do to those that come to take your life. Whosoever is coming to take away your ammunition is after your life. He wants you to be vulnerable. He wants you to be killed. He wants you to be vulnerable, be killed. So if the army is coming to come and take away your weapon, treat the army exactly what you do to the Fulani jihadists. It is no more time for you for every time give the conducting barrier, calling to President Trump, come and save us. No, a time for that is gone. Tell these people to arm themselves, Reverend Ezekiel, man of God, I love and respect you. Tell them to arm themselves. Tell them to in vigilantes in groups, in each community, in each village. Put in security measures. Let the wealthy men from that community empower them with resources, get weapons, and be ready. Like I've always said, don't attack anybody. But whenever they come, ensure they don't live alive. Don't stop calling on Trump. Trump is a nationalist. The man is doing the best he can for his country. All the one you that is in Aso Rock, the failure of a man that is in Aso Rock, hold him responsible. Stop calling on Trump. If you're waiting for Trump to come and help you, you will suffer. The man is a nationalist. He cares for America more. Make him a deal that will profit America and you forget every other thing. He doesn't care. America is his priority. And yes, that is what he's trying to do. To make America great again. Yes. Not to make Nigeria great again. Or not to save Nigeria from bandits. If you don't protect yourself, reference, stop calling on Trump. Let these people protect themselves. Every time I make a post, you'll be tagging Predator. No! If you don't understand the unhealthy standard at this time, I've been talking of the unhealthy standard. If you cannot begin to adopt the unhealthy standard at this time, you will fall prey and it will be on you.